I'm Joy. I'm a mother, that's first and foremost. I'm curious, always curious. I'm a bit of a perfectionist, and I'm an inventor. So when I'm designing product, it's all about making everyday life simpler. I guess that's just how I look at things. I find a lot of inspiration from just living my everyday life. And I think, boy, every day's a gift. Make joyful discoveries every day.
Who knew a little piece of plastic could be so much fun? Now, when you apply for the HSN card, instantly get $10 off. It's all about you. Extra flex on the things you love. Now, when you use your HSN card, you get extra flex all day, every day on all jewelry, beauty, and fashion purchases. Plus, no interest VIP financing, VIP easy returns, exclusive offers, all with no annual fee. Apply now. Call 1-800-695-1418 or search HSN card at hsn.com.
Well, it's nice to have you shopping with us tonight. My name is Marlo Smith, and this is Mike Mezak. Mike is what we call our resident numismatist, and that simply means he's a coin expert. And we're going to be featuring for you 2 hours of coins, and I am excited about tonight's show.
I am too, particularly an item that we've not had in quite some time, sells out every time we bring it in. The last 20 years of Indian head cents, basically $5 a coin. Basically $5. Now, the only problem is I've got 500, but last time we had them, I think we had 850 and sold every single one of them. So 1890 to 1909, every single year from 1890 to 1909, absolutely spectacular.
Well, you can certainly order in advance. We wanted to show you at least 2 things that we know are going to be popular in the show. This is the first. Let's take a look at the second one.
Well, this one's just actually, we're just going to show you this. You have to go to hsn.com. This is the brand new coin from the United States government. It is done in rose gold.
Beautiful.
It is for breast cancer awareness, specifically for that. It is the only rose gold or pink coin that has ever been made or ever will be made by the United States government. It is an extraordinarily limited edition. It actually is not even going to be released until tomorrow. We have a sneak peek for you just here tonight. This will be the coin of the year, maybe the coin of the decade, and could be the coin of the century. It is absolutely, truly spectacular. It's a 1/4 ounce of gold, rose gold.
Wow.
The only pink coin, the only rose gold coin that ever has or will be made by the U.S. government.
Wow, that is pretty special.
It's pretty cool.
All right, go on to our website, hsn.com, to learn more about that. Well, a little luck of the Irish.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and this is our 2016 proof, and this happens to be a genuine 4-leaf clover, which I think is wonderful. It's on a price break, which means it's on sale at $89.95, and we're offering it to you on 3 credit card payments of $29.98.
By the by, 24 karat gold, not plated. This is solid 24 karat gold with an embedded actual 4-leaf clover on the obverse side of the coin. We did the 2016 because this was the very first year of issue that they did with this. Now, a very, very limited edition in the 2016 proof, but I've got about 350 from its original year of issue, 2016. It's been one of the most popular coins that has ever been released for our basically, you know, as we're coming up into St. Patrick's Day, and as you said, luck of the Irish. Although I like to say, how about, doesn't everybody need a little luck, not just the Irish?
Can I tell you, and I know you always get on me about this, but I love this to give as a gift.
Right.
To a married couple, to a young person that's starting a new job. Everybody needs that little momentum, that little something.
Well,
somebody going off to college or going overseas or joining the military.
You have the intrinsic value of the gold, and then the luck of the 4-leaf clover.
I just think
you know,
wonderful.
so you're lucky and good.
Yes.
You know? And that's exactly what you've got comes in the...
Might be nice to take with you to Vegas.
Yeah, oh yeah. Just, yeah, because it's not legal tender in Vegas, so you can go home with it too.
I just think a little, I like to have, you know, some people have the little rabbit's foot. I just think that this is very cool because it's, that 4-leaf clover we all know represents a little bit of luck, and I'm with you. Everybody needs a little bit of it. If you'd like to order this, we've got a minute remaining on the clock. We don't have a lot to go around, but I think it's so appropriate, especially with St. Patrick's Day in just a few short days, and of course, just the whole meal meaning behind this. What a great piece.
And you can see certificate of authenticity included, everything else. Phones are very busy. We've had 50 already sold just in a heartbeat right there, and about 300 left.
Well, you think about all the things you can give someone, but they'll have this for a lifetime.
Yeah, isn't that great?
It's 24 karat gold.
That's right, and a real 4-leaf clover. That's the cool. So a lot of things have done representations of 4-leaf clovers and that type of thing. But now go and imagine that you have to find a perfect 4-leaf clover. You have to get it on the 24 karat gold, and then as you can see, cover it with that acrylic covering on top of the coin itself so that it'll stay there and it won't destroy it. And you can see each one, therefore, each and every coin absolutely positively unique as well, because each individual 4-leaf clover is unique.
Well, we'd like to invite you to shop. 546099 is the item number. If you'd like to have our 4-leaf clover, all you have to do is give us a ring or download our app to your mobile devices, or you can go over to our website at hsn.com. But we are going to move right along, and we are going to present to you now our 2018 Proof 70 American Liberty 24 karat gold coin.
Now, we had our first day of issue sold out basically in a single area.
Yes.
I was able to get a few more coins, still Proof 70, still deep cameo, still the American Liberty Perfect Proof, brand new, only $10 Liberty coin that the United States government has or is going to make. It is an extraordinary coin. It is an absolutely extraordinary coin, folks. Last year, the United States government debuted the American Liberty. And the American Liberty was a $50 gold coin, and we sold it out. It was very limited, one of the hottest, most collectible and desirable coins out there. We sold it out at $3,000. It was the only way to get the new Liberty, because we have the gold eagle, we have the silver eagle, we have platinum eagles, but we have, for the very first time, a new denomination, if you will, which is the American Liberty. And they've put a new eagle for the design on this. Now, prior to this, and for later in this year, it'll only be available in the $50 size, which is 1 ounce, which is going to be, like I said, $3,000, $4,000, whatever it is. This is the only one of those that is going to be affordable at only $449, certified absolutely perfect, PR 70, deep cameo, solid 24 karat gold, 1 year only denomination and design in the American Liberty. I think it's a superb collectible opportunity to get kind of this new denomination, the American Liberty, if you will, certified perfect, in proof, as a 1 year only affordable design. And then, of course, you know, the vast majority of these will be in the basically the 1 ounce, $3,000 or $4,000 coin.
So we debuted the first day of issue.
Yes.
Oh, with this one, I would say maybe last month. Okay, I remember that this coin, not this exact one, but the one that we had the first day of issue, it was in our 2-hour show. It was the most popular coin. We literally sold hundreds in that show.
And I have less than 200 of these.
I was gonna say, I make that point because we only have right at 200 of these. That quantity in our world at HSN for a coin that is this popular, as you mentioned, Mike, and I think it's worth repeating, in order to get into this new American Liberty coin, the only other option for you
is $3,000.
It's $3,000.
Right, exactly.
And it has been so very, very popular. It's a beautiful coin. I'm very fortunate to own this coin. I purchased it last month when we debuted it because it's spectacular.
Isn't it absolutely gorgeous? And to date, the United States government's only sold, I think, about 10,000 of these coins. So at this point, an extraordinarily limited edition coin. We had sold about 398 in the first day of issue, less than 200 in here. Solid 24 karat gold, folks. Absolutely pure and solid 24 karat gold. This is a stunning opportunity, because what happens is we debuted, we have the American Eagle. They've been doing that since 1986, okay? This is the very first time they're doing this new denomination, if you will, a new series, I guess is the better way to put that. This is the American Liberty series of United States gold coins, done in 24 karat gold. They are supposed to only be done in the 1 ounce, $3,000 variety, but for this year, for this coin, for right now, we have a smaller, more affordable thing by the U.S.
And this is the first coin in that series.
Yes, in the series that's going to be in the $10 denomination, absolutely.
So that in itself, I think, is an important fact, because you're getting into it. right at the onset. If you'd like to own it, I can tell you, very popular. It's a beautiful, beautiful choice. We know that it's an investment. I will tell you, in a million years, if someone had told me 2 years ago that I would have purchased a gold coin or any coin for that matter, I would have said no. However, we are all coin collectors, as you have taught me.
That's right. If you've ever gone anywhere and brought change back, you're a coin collector.
Absolutely.
You ever picked a coin up and not put it in the change jar and put it in a different part of your dresser? You're a coin collector. Has your grandmother or grandfather or aunt or uncle or anybody else given you? You're a coin collector. Let's just suffice it to say.
And so we all are. Just buy what you like. And with that, we want to introduce you to something brand new. So tell me about this one.
This is huge. This is huge, 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 huge. The United States government makes proof gold coins every single solitary year since 1986. They've made proof American gold coins. This is the $5 proof American gold coin. Here's the thing I can tell you. I have been selling these since 1986. I've been selling them here for the entirety, basically, of the 21st century. I have never had an edition of 79 coins for the $5 coin. Our average edition for the $5 coin is somewhere in the 300 to 400 range. This year, because of various things that happened, for us to be able to do first day of issue, I only have 79 coins. This is solid gold. This is the proof version that has the W or West Point mint mark. Do not confuse it with the Mint State version, which we had several hundred of and sold that out back in New Year's Eve. Remember when we did our Today's Special? This is the proof version. That's why it's a PR70 Perfect Deep Cameo, certified first day of issue, individually numbered to 79, available exclusively from us here at HSN. Here's the problem. With 79 pieces, we are debuting this. Brand new, this will be the only primetime presentation of this coin. We're right here, right now. I mean, we sold 4. We have more people on the phone than I have coins. They could still be buying the last coin. So what I can tell you right now is that you are looking at the only primetime presentation, and this 79 is what I have not only for the entire year, but forever. When our first day of issues come out, that's all that we have. That's why each one is individually numbered to ensure its place within that limited edition. That gives you that additional designator of value. And that's what you've got right here. So you have the solid gold proof coin. You've got it certified proof 70 perfect. But the edition, this is normally edition we do on the $50 coin or the $25 coin or one of those coins, but not the $5 coin. That's usually the coin that has you know, a 500 or 700 and 800. Here's the other thing. For the first time that I know of, the United States government has predetermined a limited edition on the proof American Gold Eagles.
Really?
Okay, at a very small number. I think the $5 came out to like, I think it's 25,000 coins or something like that. I mean, it's an incredibly tiny number. They've sold very, very many more than that in the past. So as you can see, we have 2 minutes left. I already have a dozen sold. Now remember, there's only 79 forever. Okay, not for this airing or this visit or this presentation.
Right. And this is the first day of issue. So
this is the first day of issue.
This is it.
So this is all that we have. This is exclusive to us here at HSN. So you can't buy this coin anywhere else. So you guaranteed at $419.95 is the lowest price. And remember, as a proof American Silver Eagle, it brings a significant premium to the gold that it contains from the United States government. So the government doesn't charge gold price for this. Anybody that says it's only worth the gold is just, they're probably trying to steal the coin from you some way or another. Understand, this is a presentation coin. It's denoted, if we get in close down here in the rays, right below the 2018, there's an itty bitty teeny tiny W right there from the West Point Mint. If you can see it, it's right,
I can see it. I don't know.
Right there? Yeah, right there in the rays. See that right between the stars? That denotes that this is a proof coin, plus the beautiful proof finish that you see right here. That is going to be absolutely positively stunning. Once again, now about 20 of these sold, but we have lots and lots and lots of people on the phone. Remember, there are only 79 in the entire edition. Now, let's say I have 5 left over. It doesn't look that way, but perhaps I have 5 left over. One of our overnight or primetime shows, but not a primetime show, will be the last thing. So this is going to be, like I said, almost assuredly the only primetime presentation. Now, this is normally something that I'll air 3 or 5 or 6 or 8 or 10 times.
You won't have enough.
It was just released basically last week.
Oh, wow.
This is what I have for the year, not only for the year, forever. This is all that will ever be made in our first day of issue is 79 coins. In the $5, like I said, on average, we do 3, 4, 5, 600 of those.
By the way, almost
70
30 of those are gone.
Yeah, with 100 plus people on the phone. So.
Okay, so here's what you should know. If you would like to have that coin, 609-377, keep the phones calling.
Now this one is the $10 coin.
Okay.
Only 49 of these.
Oh my goodness.
In the $10 size. Now, by the way, remember the breast cancer coin we just showed you? That's this size.
Okay.
Okay, the breast cancer coin is this size. Even though it's a $5 denomination, it's the size of the $10 coin. So we're ready for the next one. So that's the $10. And then I've got what is going to end up being the rarest coin in the entire batch by individual numbers of 29 for the half-ounce $25 coin that you see right there. Absolutely, positively stunning. Oh, and here's the breast cancer coin I was talking about. Remember, made by the United States government for breast cancer awareness. They made the coin rose gold in essence pink on purpose, and is the only time they have or will ever do this coin or any coin in rose gold. So it is unique by composition. As soon as they release the Palladium Eagle this year, it will be the only unique composition coin ever made by the United States government in solid rose gold. Like I said, I know it's a $5 denomination, but it's the size of the $10 proof American Eagle, and actually, I think in proof they're going to do about 30,000 coins is all that there is. Not officially released till tomorrow. Your chance to get in at our pre-release price is ultimately what it is.
Well, that's excellent, and we are going to now give you an opportunity to take a look at our 2018 Proof 70 in our annex and a Gold Eagle 4 coin set.
Well, it's the entire set. We sold the 5. We had the 10 in there.
The 25.
But this also has the 50. So this is all 4 coins.
In one.
In one.
Okay.
Absolutely, positively solid gold that you see right here. In proof, the 5, the 10, the 25, and the 50 in our absolutely incredible $79.95 solid mahogany glass, beveled glass top box. I mean, you know, a set like this obviously kind of needs to go into that. There's no doubt about that. Every year we put out and bring out the 4-piece set. Every single solitary year it sells out. Now, I've been selling first day of issue annex for, I think, about 13 or 14 years here, something like that. So there are people that have one of these from virtually every year, but there are less than 24 of them, okay? Because there are only 24 match-numbered sets in each one. So this is set number 5, as you can see. This is set number 5. So of all the major grading companies, so you've got Annex and PCGS and NGC, these Annex first day of issue will be by far the rarest, with only 2 dozen of these for the most discerning collectors on the planet is what we have got. The $50, the $25, the $10, and the $5 individually match numbered, perfect proof, solid proof, perfect gold, only 24 sets.
It's an incredible offer. We realize it's not for everyone. I mean, it's quite an investment for sure. But what you should know is that we have quite a large audience. Because we have been in business for over 40 years, and because Mike is a resident numismatist who's been in the business for a long time. I won't say how long, but he's been in the business since he was a child.
Right.
And so you're well known in the business, and there are many people who choose to shop with us at HSN because they know we're going to be around. We give you a 30-day money-back guarantee.
That's a huge deal.
Yes.
I mean, look, if you're going to buy coins on the internet, go ahead and do that. If you want to be a coin cowboy, that's your business, because it's the Wild West out there. And I'm telling you, so oh yeah, we'll give you your money back, and then they're gone, okay? Or they charge your credit card, you never get your thing. Here at HSN, one of the reasons that HSN's been around over 30 years, why I've been here going on 2 decades now here at HSN, is we give you the highest quality coins at our best possible pricing, give you a 30-day money-back guarantee, and we'll be here in 30 days.
Absolutely.
You have my 30 years of experience in the industry. You put all of those things together, and ultimately what you have is the safest, most secure, most trusted way to buy coins in the business.
You'll have to sign, because I have purchased gold gold coins here. And when you buy your gold coins here at HSN, you actually have to sign for them.
Oh,
I mean,
goodness, yes.
they're not going to drop off 4 gold coins on your doorstep.
Yeah, understand. Yeah.
That's not quite how it works.
Yeah, right, and of course, and the interesting thing is we have like the shipping and handling there for $5. Understand on this set, shipping, handling, and insurance is significantly more than $5.
Absolutely.
So you're getting a heck of a deal right there.
This is pretty spectacular.
You have the better part of 60 grams of gold in this. 60 grams, almost 2 ounces of pure gold within the collection. Almost 60 grams of pure gold. We had some of the individual 50s over here. They are virtually sold out at $3,100 a piece. This coin is $3,100 that you're going to have right here. I have a very limited number of individual 50s on here at $3,100. I'm going to insist that you take the other 3 solid gold coins with this as well that you're going to have in here. The 2018 Proof 70, okay, Proof 70. United States government issue a perfect proof gold set. Only 24 coins for worldwide distribution.
Well, this is all brand new tonight. As we've talked about, we've got a jam-packed show planned for you. We've got a 2-minute clock up. If you would like to order, you certainly can order in any capacity you'd like. A lot of people enjoy shopping with us on our website at hsn.com. Those of you who shop with us regularly, perhaps you've already downloaded our app to your mobile devices, and some of you you're tried and true. You just want to call our toll-free 800 number. You'd like to speak with someone. You certainly have the opportunity to do that as well. But this is
and remember, 30-day money-back guarantee, and that's important.
Absolutely.
And the fact of the matter is, very few coins are ever returned here.
Yes.
You know, because it's quite easy. Here's one of the great things: when you see this, you get this, okay? And when we sell certified coins, and not all our coins are certified, but when we show you a coin, I generally, if anything, give you a sample that is lesser than what you're going to get. You know what I'm saying? To under-promise and over-deliver, if you will, is what we want to do in coins. But you can. So what happens is you can look at this and you can determine, and you cannot get this anyplace else. So you have that lowest price guarantee because you can't get Annex first day of issue. So for Annex, one of the 3 major grading companies, first day of issue, there's a single place you can get first day of issue Annex coins, and that's here at HSN, period. No other place on the planet can you get first day of issue other than right here. So that way, when we have an Annex first day of issue, we can guarantee it's the lowest price. Now, there are 24 of these for worldwide distribution. 2 are already confirmed and spoken for. So we are down to 22. I have many more coins or many more people than that than when I have coins on the phone.
That was the key?
That's just the key. Yeah, it's a beautiful brass key that goes in. I'll tell you what we want to do. This is a beveled mirror top. I'm going to go ahead and take these and put these. Look at these coins. They are just so absolutely positively stunning. Look at that. That is solid 22 karat gold in the American Eagle. Now it's interesting. So people say, okay, so this is 22 karat gold, so that's not an ounce of gold. This coin actually weighs a little more than an ounce. So that if you melt it, you get an ounce of pure gold in this coin. And so that's why, while they are 1 ounce, half ounce, quarter ounce, 10th ounce, they actually weigh more than that because that is what they yield in pure gold. And so you can see, and they are the proof versions, the ones with the W or West Point mint marks on them. These are not the regular mint state gold coins, which are lesser money, they're lesser valuable. They don't have as many of those. So what this is the absolute complete set made by the United States government, perfect proof gold, only 24 for worldwide distribution.
I'm going to hand you the key because we're going to lock those up.
Oh, I got the 50 right here. The individual 50.
Okay, perfect.
Okay, and as I said, $3,100, if I'm not mistaken, $3,099. And can we see how many of those do we have left, Catherine? Yeah, check that out. And that is 1 ounce pure gold, as you see right there. This is the lowest quantity. We've already sold 5 of those, so I only have 19 of these left. 5 of these already sold. This is the lowest edition I've ever done of a $50 proof gold piece in all the years that I have been here. Once again, all of our quantities in terms of our limited editions, because of the limited edition from the United States government,
but that one
very, very low.
is
one particular.
Okay.
Same with the 5.
Okay.
Remember we sold the $5 earlier?
Yeah. Okay.
That's
so
a big deal.
again, go to our website. You can shop with us. You can see the expanded assortment on our website. But we are going to motor right along. Ooh. So next up, we are going to offer to you a chance to sign up for an auto ship program, which I think you're going to love. And this is our 1900 uncirculated Morgan silver dollar. And this is with auto ship. So here's what happens. You'll order the coin tonight. And then there will be 23 future shipments. You'll get the box on the next shipment. And you'll have an opportunity to be able to get the entire collection. Now this is wow.
We've already sold 2. Now here's the interesting part.
This is really nice.
We had, what did I put? I had about 500 of these sets. It took me, well, how many, you get 23 coins? It
Yep.
took me 2 years to put these together. Because I had another run of these 2 years ago.
I think in total you'll end up getting 24.
24 coins, so 2 years ago. 2 years ago I had the same 500 people I put into this.
I
Took me 2 years to ship those and buy more, because I have to buy the entire collection. So here's what you get. For $109.95, you get a 1900 certified uncirculated Morgan silver dollar. $109.95. Legends of the Comstock load, a brilliant uncirculated Morgan silver dollar that you're going to see right there. That's original, that's from 1900. Then what happens is this. This is the cool part. And I only have 100. I had 500 of these that took me 2 years to put together. I have 134 more people that I can put in this auto ship. And let me explain to you why. Because in your auto ship, you are going to get every single year of the Morgan silver dollar at the same price of $109.95. So for instance, you're going to get 1878, 79, 80, 81, 82. You're going to get every single year of the Morgan silver dollar at $109.95. That's the auto ship. That's the incredible part. That's why this has been one of the single most popular auto ships, but I just can't put that many people in it. Once we put them in it, it takes me 2 years to finish it off. I can't take the chance that silver goes to $50 or $60 or $70 or $80 an ounce, so I have to own all of them. Now, when I say you get every single solitary year, there are 2 exceptions. And I'll explain those to you. So you go down here and you're going to get, so we're now down to 83, 84, 85, 86, 87. Then we're going to go down here, check this out, 88, 89, 90, and then you're going to miss 94 and 95, okay? You're going to miss 1894 and 1895 because the fact of the matter is, 1893, 94, 95, because they're just too expensive. There are many $200, $250 coins in here. Those are thousands of dollars a piece, okay, to be able to get those coins. It is hard enough to be able to get all of the other coins in there, but to be able to get that particular swing of coins, the 1894 and the 1895 by itself, the 1895 by itself is about, brilliant uncirculated, going to be a $20,000 coin, something like that.
Goodness.
So while I can give you a $200 coin or a $250 coin for $109.95, I can't give you a $20,000 coin for $109. I can do a lot of things here. That's just not one of them,
so
okay?
I want to quickly mention to you that auto ship is an opportunity for you to be able to secure getting those coins. You'll know that you'll get them. But here's the beautiful thing about auto ship is that it's not an obligation. So if you want to cancel at any time, let's say you've received 4 or 5 coins and something, you just don't want to do it anymore, there are no penalties. You just don't have to do it anymore. But most people actually stay with our auto ship program. I think in coins actually have the longest auto ship program of any
I have an auto ship program in coins here that we have been shipping for 19 years. Literally, I still have people in it for 19 years. Now, the other big question that I get here, and folks, I'm down to about 120 of these, is how do I get the box? And you know how it works with auto ships. You know, you do this, and with the 17th shipment, I think is what it was, you get the box. That's not how we do it. It's $109.95 for the 1900.
Yep.
With your first auto ship,
yep,
you get the box.
Yep.
How much do you pay for the box? That would be $0.
Right. It comes with
It comes with the first
coin.
auto ship coin. You get a box that is $129.95. So you get this for $109. With your first auto ship, you get the box at no additional cost or charge to put all of your additional auto ships in.
And then you can set up your auto ship how you'd like it.
Sure.
We typically set it up for every 30 days, but you're in complete control of that. I actually manage my auto ship on our website, and so it gives you complete freedom. If you'd like to own the 1900 uncirculated Morgan silver dollar with the auto ship program, go ahead and reserve it. We'd be more than happy. But thank you so much for watching The Coin Collector. Oh, this is the one we teased at the top of the hour. And now it's time for us to give you a full presentation. And this happens to be our last 20 years of our Indian head since from 1890 to 1909. And I still haven't figured out quite why. I really love presenting these every single time.
It's a pretty exceptional coin. The Indian head cent is something that everybody has for literally
since childhood.
Yes.
I think if you were lucky enough to get some change, and you'd go through all of your coins and you'd search through, and boy, if you thought you had an Indian head, you thought you had something really special.
It's iconic.
Yes.
It was kind of ubiquitous in American history for a very, very, very long time. It was first made in 1877, last made in 1909. That you're going to have.
Wow.
Yeah. So it was a long-lived coin, is what it was. Now, this is the last 20 years. This is the amazing part. Now, interestingly enough, in the Indian head cents, the 1909 is one of the most valuable and hardest to get of all of the Indian head cents, because in 1909 they started making the Lincoln cent. So they did most of the production in the Lincoln cent. That's why, and I've got a nationally advertised catalog here, and I priced these out individually, because they're difficult to get, because there's a lot of coins in here, particularly the 1894 and 1895, extraordinarily difficult to get. This coin's $31.50. Now remember, you're paying, if you count in the fact that the holders are 59 cents and what the price of the box is, you're really paying about $4 a coin. So basically about $4 a coin. Here's the price in the catalog on a coin-by-coin basis. 11, 11, 11.75, 11.75, 21 and a quarter, 11, 11, 8.7, and then 8.75 all the way down to 31.50. So when the time comes to look at this, you're looking at about a $240 to $250 value before the holders, before the box, that were $99.95. And that's why when I put these up, and we always spend a little bit of time here because I've got like 500 sets. Do you have any idea how difficult it is for me to get 500 of each and every one of these coins? And I'm going to go 1890, 91, 92, 93, 94. That's the key coin right there. Check that coin out. There it is. 1 cent, and look at that beauty right there. 1894. It is a stunner. Every coin, 100% original. Do you see how easy it was for me to pop those out?
Yes.
So each one has its own, what we call a direct fit airtight holder. That is a 59-cent value, folks. 59 cents to get one of these beautiful acrylic holders. None of these coins have been reprinted, restruck, or redone in any way, shape, or form. We start in 1890, and we go straight through 1890, 91, 92, 93, 94. And remember, we are basically, and forget, we'll give you the box and all the holders, $5 a coin. The lowest single price in the catalog, $8 and a quarter. $8.25, and they go from $8.25 to $31.50. Understand, this coin and this coin are $55 purchased individually.
There you have it. That's more than our FlexPay, because FlexPay is an option here, so you can use a debit card, credit card, or PayPal. So I want to make certain that you're invited to do that. And you can also notice that this is also a customer pick. I love to see that. That means customers, you can read the reviews, you can see what people have to say about these coins. All of that is right there on our website at hsn.com. But this is, to me, nostalgic in one way. I grew up in I was born in the 60s, and even I remember being a little girl. I don't know, maybe it was something about my mom or whatever, but I distinctively remember, you know, going through the change. And if you found an Indian head since, you thought, you know, gosh, this might be worth something, even back then.
know it.
And we're talking about 45 years ago. So we're talking a long time ago. I had no idea that they had stopped circulation in 1909. You don't know that, you know?
And then they just lasted. Let's be honest. If you're at a garage sale and you see that sitting there in a bin with a $5 price tag on it, you know you buy it. You just take that, it goes right into your little basket and out to the front.
You're like,
and
they have no idea what they...
You don't have to have a catalog or look it up or do anything else. You know in your heart of hearts that's $5. Okay? Well, I'm going to give you 20 different for $5. 20 contiguous, the last 20 years. And I'm not going to skip the 1909, which is the hardest one at $31.50. I'm not going to skip the 1894 at $21.25. I'm not going to skip the hard coins. You get every single solitary year from 1890 to 1909, every single solitary one of them in their own individual airtight holders and in the presentation box. Now, here's the problem is always the case. I just never can get enough of these. The last time I sold this was, I don't know, maybe a month or so ago. I had maybe 700 pieces. I didn't figure I'd be able to sell this until kind of midsummer. And it's because of the 1894. And a guy called me and said, hey, Mike, I saw you were on the air the other day. And I have some 1894s. I know that's the tough coin. I said, how many do you have? He says, I got like 400. I said, what do you want? And I said, never mind. Just send them to me, you know, I know you'll be fair. And he was relatively fair because he knows that I needed them. Because that's the coin. It's not that I can't find all of the other coins in here. What I can't find is the 1894. Okay. That's the tough coin. That's the most difficult coin.
Don't
the
you
most
feel
expensive.
like you have a piece of America when you own
There's
this
no
coin?
doubt. There's absolutely
like this
no
to me
doubt.
is a part of American history. I mean, there's just, it's spectacular. And we do get very busy on our phone lines when this coin is presented. It makes us proud, but I love that you get to buy something unique. If you'll notice in the show, we haven't had a lot of flex pay. So that is an opportunity, especially if you're a coin collector, and we have many collectors that watch our shows faithfully, where you're buying multiples. That's a win for you to be able to get this. Because if it's difficult for you to get it, Mike.
Oh my goodness.
My goodness, if we're trying to get it on our own or build something like this on our own, it would be almost impossible to do it.
Well, and that's the problem, because you can't have, people just cannot to sell them this way unless they want to sell the whole thing from 1877, which is thousands and thousands and tens of thousands of dollars. But what is the difficult part is owning this incredible piece of American history for less than $100.
I love it.
The fact that you get all different coins. You can get 20 Indian head cents, but they're all going to be 1903s, 1904s. You know, 1900, 1901s are kind of the easiest ones of the bunch, so that's what they'll end up with. We include those, but you're also the 1899. Anything that goes prior, anything that goes 19th century is all of a sudden more collectible and more desirable, and you're going to, of course, get 10 of those, because you get 1890 all the way on through. So you're going to get 1890 all the way through 1899, and then 1900 all the way through 1909. So every single year is represented, every single coin is there that you're going to have, including, and like I said, if we go back down to the 1909 again, the last coin. One of the reasons it's the most valuable, well, the reason it's the most valuable, is that's the year that they started to make the Lincoln cent. And the vast majority of the production of the United States government went into the Lincoln cent. They made a very, very, very small number of the 1909 Indian head cents. It's a dual thing. You know, they did the Lincoln cent and the Indian head. So they just didn't make enough Indian heads. That's what the problem is. And so when you're going to try to complete this collection, the problem comes, you just can't find the 1909s. That's the issue, and that's why they're $31. Now, you're paying $5, but in the catalog, that one individually sold to you is $31.50 for the 1909 coin. Now, here's the problem. Like I said, we had about 500, I had a little over 500 or so of these to go around this time. We've already sold about 125, and while I have about 400 left, I got a lot of people on the phone here. And you can see you only got about 4.5 minutes left. So this is your opportunity, and I want to go back just a second. So often when you see sets like this, if you look very carefully, you find out that they're reprints or they're redones or they're commemorative pieces.
Yeah.
You know, I forget that, you know, people use all kinds of really funny, misleading language when they're doing these things. This is the real deal. This is an actual 1890 Indian head cent that was made at the Philadelphia Mint. This is an actual let me pull this out. This is an actual, I mean, this is as an absolutely an iconic American coin as there is. You've got the American Indian right there that you've got from 1891. On the back, it very simply says 1 cent. For those people that are of kind of my age, this is an ultimate symbol of a bygone era, if you will. I mean, this is kind of the Old West, if you will, right here, that kind of American heritage and history that you've got in a coin that is 100% original, not reprinted, restruck. This isn't one of those presentation pieces or commemorative. This is an actual 1891 Indian head cent that you're basically buying for $5.
I love this. You know, my nephews usually come and stay with me during the summertime, and I'd love to introduce them to coins. And I think this might be a perfect way because they love history, right? And there's no better way to kind of introduce them, and especially to the monetary history in our country.
Right.
And the Indian heads are, I would say, iconic. Wouldn't you say?
Oh, very much so.
I think even if you're not a collector, you probably have some memory, if you're over the age of 40, 50, 60 years old,
you know this coin.
There is some relation to this coin. There's some connection somehow, some way.
Absolutely, no doubt.
And I think that is reason enough to be excited about having a collection of 20 years of the authentic, of the real, genuine coin.
It's very difficult for me. Well, the only other coin that I think that it can even compete with this from a visceral standpoint, this is viscerally American,
absolutely.
Okay? There's no doubt about it, would be the buffalo nickel, okay? Which is also kind of that American, Native American design to it. That's almost contemporaneous of that as well. So you have to understand that this was, since it was made in the 1870s, was contemporaneous with what was happening in essence the Old West, which is also what makes it very historically interesting at the same time to be able to get this.
But the fact that even I, like I said, in the 60s and the 70s, remember this even as a kid.
Right.
And the fact that they stopped reproduction in 1909, that makes it even more fascinating. And let's fast forward till today, 2018.
Another 100 years after.
And it's still as exciting.
And viscerally American. Like I said, this coin has been out of production for 110 years.
That's incredible.
They haven't made one in 110 years. And we take that 110-year-old coin and go back another 20 years. So 1890 is 130 years ago. You have to understand, this is what, I guess, you know, I'm a Texas guy at heart. So this is within spitting distance of the Civil War right here at 1890 is what you really come down to.
You're right.
Yeah, right. And so, you know, when you look at that, when you look at the contemporaneous history that goes to this, and the fact that these are the original coins. They are not reprinted. They are not restruck.
You need
They're 100%
the real thing, right.
original coins. If you want the absolute, positive, real deal, this is it, and you get the last 20. And like I said, coin by coin, we're looking at about 200, and with that in the box, you're looking at about $250 on a coin-by-coin basis based on the nationally advertised catalog. We're $99. Is it any wonder it is an absolute huge customer pick? This is only the second time that I've sold this in the last 2 years.
Oh, I didn't know that.
20 years of Indian head cents.
Okay, so with that said, just to give you an idea, in this airing tonight, we've sold almost half the quantity. So if you'd like to have it, give us a call. It is being offered tonight on FlexPay. That is a true win for all of you. Thank you, thank you, thank you. 422-263 is the item number. Please continue to shop for that. I can't wait for you to get that one at home. And coming up, we are going to now introduce you to the last of the silver Kennedys. These are our 10-coin $half $1 rolls, and these are always fun. These are offered, by the way, on 2 credit card payments of $39.98, and that's the music to my ears.
Yeah, and that you know is silver.
Yes.
Here's the funny part. We haven't even sold these yet. 11 gone. Okay?
I guess a lot of people are going to our website.
They already know that.
And you're more than welcome to do that. I mean, while we love for you to watch our show and keep us company, We don't mind if you have to go to our website.
Well, particularly like if you want to do the rose gold breast cancer awareness coin.
Yeah, you can,
okay,
right,
which
exactly.
is selling quite well.
Plus, I think everybody wants to see the expanded assortment. You might be actually even looking for something very specific. Always go to our website. Okay, let's take a look at these.
This is one of my absolute favorite deals right here that I've ever done, because the Kennedy half dollar is one of the most uniquely American coins in its own right. November 22nd, 1963, John F. Kennedy is assassinated in Dallas, Texas. The nation rushes to mourning. And by 1964, the very next year, they take our largest circulating denomination of coinage and use the Kennedy half dollar to honor President Kennedy. Interestingly enough, they used his inaugural medallion to do the design, and actually Jackie Kennedy went in there and changed it and gave him more hair. Said, oh, no, you need to fill that out a little bit. Yeah,
really
absolutely. They asked her to approve the final design of the Kennedy half dollar, and she did so by adding a few more. See how they have that nice flip right there? She added that as a final commemorative and a final thing for President Kennedy. So what they did is they made the Kennedy half dollar in silver until 1970. So these are the last of the silver coins ever made by the United States government intended for circulation. These, however, are uncirculated. These, however, are brilliant uncirculated. Here's the key, and here's why you want to get these, and here's why they're selling. If I go to the nationally advertised catalog, they have the last of the silver Kennedys, and they range in price from $19.50 to $31.50 a coin. The lowest price is $19.50. You pay $7.99. What you are basically doing is buying the silver part of it, and then the $12 extra numismatic value, that's your discount, if you will, any way you want to put it. Now, while I'm doing this right here, I do not send out coins that I've done this to. Okay, I've actually got a roll of these sitting on my desk, and I do this kind of all the time. I just sit there and do that, and that's how my wife and kids know.
It's a really interesting sound to it.
A bell. Sounds like a bell. And so because of that, that's when my wife and kids know I'm working. If I'm in the office and they hear that sound, then they know that I'm working. And that's the interesting part. So remember, not only do you get the silver Kennedy half dollars, and if I turn these on edge here, you'll see that you don't see that telltale copper line that is in all of the subsequent Kennedy half dollars that shows that they have got zero silver in them. That they have got zero silver. And not only are we going to do that, but they're going to be original, as you can see, brilliant uncirculated coins. So it's not just that you get silver Kennedy half dollars, but you're going to get brilliant uncirculated silver Kennedy half dollars as well. And it is 10 coins in the holder that you see right here for $79.95. It wasn't that long ago that I had to sell these for $219 when silver was $50 an ounce. Silver is significantly less. Silver has come down 67%. Hence, I could lower my price 67%. So now I've got the lowest price that I've been able to sell these for quite some time. So I think it's a fantastic opportunity. Silver has been pretty stagnant that you see out there. I want to get a good... There you go. I want to get a good view of these that you can see, so you can see that they're brilliant on circuit. I got to get them just right to the camera there that you're going to see. So just a tremendous, tremendous opportunity for you. Like I said, these always sell extraordinarily well. And that's exactly what's happening. People start to understand and go, wait a minute. Okay, so I get 10 silver Kennedy half dollars, which in the catalog are a minimum of $195. A minimum of $195 because they range from $19.50 to $31.50, and I get them for $79.95. And the answer to that is yes, that's exactly what happens. That's exactly what your opportunity is. But once again, only for about another 2 minutes or so. And so, like I said, these studio lights, and here's the thing that I can guarantee. When they get these home, that's why I said, you know, we get so few returns on any of our coins, is the studio lights are extraordinarily bright. They're very, very harsh on the coins. When you get them and see them in person, they look look significantly better than what you're going to see on the air. That's why I try to get them to tilt just right, because there you go. So we go just like that. So I'm going to go, see, and I got to get the tilt. There you go. That's more what they're going to look like at home, if you can see. That's what you're going to do, is they're going to have that look that you're going to have right there. So you pay $7.99, nationally advertised catalog numismatic value $19.50.
There's a special that's running right now on the Kennedys, and I caught a little excerpt of it last week, and I'm interested. I don't know a lot, but I know the Kennedy family is considered American royalty. I caught a little bit of the excerpt, but they kind of started back with the father, and it's going to be very interesting.
Yeah, Joe Kennedy.
Yeah, it's going to be very interesting when they get to the storyline, you know, of JFK and that whole thing. It's just it's fascinating, and it is part of American history, obviously.
It is, and the Kennedy half dollar is part and parcel of that. Remember, these are silver Kennedy half dollars, not to be confused with the coins that you see today. Now, the United States government still makes some occasional presentation silver Kennedys, but there's not a single solitary one of those I can sell you for $7.99. As a matter of fact, about the lowest price I can sell you those for is about $19.50. So to be able to get these Kennedys, and these are going to be every single one of my minimum of 50 years old. They're all over 50 years old, because they stopped making them in silver basically in 1969. It's 2018, so 50 years. So that's right, 50 years old. So they're a half century old. They're uncirculated, and that's the other thing. Remember, so when I'm talking about the numismatic value, remember, these are brilliant uncirculated coins. These are brilliant uncirculated coins that you're going to get at $7.99 a piece in the silver.
Well, thank you so much for your phone calls on the last of the silver Kennedys. Enjoy that FlexPay offer, and take a look now at our 2016 Mint State 70 Silver Eagle complete mint set. Now, we've got a price break, almost a $200 price break, in fact, in tonight's show.
This is a special coin set. This is a special coin set. I've already sold about a dozen of these. Let me explain to you why. The United States government, okay, the United States government was making secret silver eagles starting in 2000.
Wait. Did you say secret?
Secret silver eagles.
This is interesting.
I kid you not. I couldn't make this stuff up.
I'm like, wait a second.
Okay, I'm not that inventive. The United States government, because in 2008, you know, there were some economic problems about the world.
Yes, for sure.
People rushed to collect American silver eagles. All of a sudden, the production of American silver eagles went to the moon. They went from 5-6 million coins a year to 40 or 50 million coins a year. The United States Mint and the West Point Mint has been making the silver eagle for quite some time. The West Point Mint could not keep up. So starting in 2011, we had what were called supplemental minted coins. The San Francisco Mint helped out. 2011, 12, 13, they made extra coins at the San Francisco Mint. The boxes that the coins came in were then marked with straps that said San Francisco Mint on them. And so we had lots of certified coins that said they were from the San Francisco Mint. Now, here's how an American silver eagle comes. Now, this box is empty, or it would be weighing 50 pounds. And it says United States Mint. These are 2017 American Silver Eagles, and then they have straps on them. And the straps for 2011, 12, 13, 14 said San Francisco. So we'd certify those, and we had an S parenthetically that said these were from the San Francisco Mint. And all the other coins, if they didn't come out of this strap sealed, guaranteed sealed box, were just considered to be West Point minted coins. Well, what happened is they stopped doing that. So they said. The United States government kept making them not only at the San Francisco Mint, but at the Philadelphia Mint as well, but wouldn't tell us. They denied it. But some enterprising young numismatic journalist, and understand I had no idea that such people existed, through the Freedom of Information Act, requested from the United States government, have you made additional American silver eagles at the Philadelphia, San Francisco, and Denver Mint, and Denver, Philadelphia, West Point, San Francisco Mint? And if so, how many? What are the box numbers? And the United States government, because they have to do that, say, yes, we have. And we did not do this. We didn't even know that these coins existed until 2017. So we get the box numbers of these coins. They, in 2015, only made them at the Philadelphia Mint. And if it's possible, I think we have it in there. We have the 2015 P Mint American Silver Eagle, the first one that they made at the Philadelphia Mint. I've got a few of those coins that they made from 2015 in Mint State 70, and they're $4,500, okay, on HSN.com. I think we have I have the item number here, I suspect. $4,500 for the 2015. And then in 2016, they said yes. They made them not only at the Philadelphia Mint, but also at the San Francisco Mint, secretly. Now understand, these boxes back here, as soon as they have been cut open, they can no longer be guaranteed to be from Philadelphia. So not only were the Philadelphia and San Francisco coins exceptionally rare, the vast majority of the boxes were opened up and nobody had any idea. Well, the box number may match. Once the seal is broken, they can never be certified and never be guaranteed. So what you end up with is two of the rarest silver eagles ever made by the United States government. This has been one of the most incredible sets of coins ever made by the United States government. And I have it at $200 off. Someone I think literally just bought 10 sets, quite likely a dealer, because these coins simply do not exist in the marketplace. The 2016s. They simply do not exist because the boxes, the vast majority of the boxes, and they were rare anyway, only about, several 100,000 coins made out of 40 million anyway, but the vast majority, 80, 90, 95% of the boxes were opened up because we didn't even know about them until 2017. So it is only the boxes that were still sealed. So not only did we know the box number, but once you cut them open, there was some additional information inside that matched the outside, so there's no tomfoolery that's out there. And you can only buy these coins certified, because otherwise there's no way you can know that they come from the San Francisco and the Philadelphia Mint. All the ones, if they're already open, become de facto West Point Mint coins. Now the key to this is not only are these the 2016 complete set, but that they're certified perfect. 2016 happened to be a bad year for certification. So you have these coins and you have them certified as well. I believe that I have basically the vast majority of all of these coins in existence in Mint State 70, and I've got about 200 sets. Okay, I've got about 200 sets. Here's the other thing. They are a customer pick. When I had some, the last time we sold them last year, when this information first came out at $9.99, it was a customer pick. This is the very first time I have ever done a price break, and it is only for this quantity that I have got in the system right here, right now. This is it. This is a one-time opportunity to get this set at $799. You have to understand, when you look at the rarity of these in terms of how many are made, how many exist, how many are out there, in terms of Mint State 70, 2016 Ps, and the 2016 S's. There is, the only other coins that even vaguely come close to this are going to be coins that are like the 2011 25th anniversary American Eagle. Those are $1,100 a piece. These coins are 5 to 10 times rarer than that in this condition. So not only do you have these secret silver eagles that the United States government just refused to tell us about, they refused to even acknowledge their existence until they were forced by an inquiry by the Freedom of Information Act. And like I said, we didn't even know, well, they were making these coins in 2015, 2016. We didn't even know of their existence until 2017, where they were forced to tell us they'd been secretly making American silver eagles. They'd been secretly making American. So there's the 2015 right there. If we can see, we have some on HSN.com. 4,500, 45. Oh my goodness! Not only do we have it on there, I have it in hand.
Oh wow! Let me see that one. This
is the single most important and single rarest. They only made 79,640. This is the rarest Mint State American Silver Eagle ever made by the United States government, bar none, hands down. I've got 3 or 4 of these. This is the single most important American Silver Eagle ever made by. Now, well, they made 79,000. Best guess is there are no more than 4,000 of these coins in existence. There are no more than 4,000, because these were made 2 years later. We didn't even know they existed. It wasn't until 2017, and by then the vast majority of all of the boxes that were ever in had been opened up and lost forever to the public.
Wow, what a story.
I have got, and so this is the first of the secret silver eagles struck at the Philadelphia Mint. The mintage, the average mintage of an American silver eagle is 50 million. This one's 79,000, folks. This is the single most significant mint state American silver eagle that has or will ever be made by the United States government. Wow. Then followed by the three-coin set, the very first three-coin set of mint state silver eagles ever made by the United States government. Tremendous, tremendous opportunity for you to buy this. Like I said, this one's $4,600. These are basically, what do you got? $250 a piece. You know, $279 a piece right here. You're looking for true coin royalty is ultimately what these coins are. By the way, we will give you the red oak presentation box.
Excellent.
When you buy the set. The first and only opportunity that you have to save $200 on this absolutely stunning and incredible set. Already 25 sets gone. The vast majority of what we have available, I think, is going to go in this presentation.
Well, on that note, we are going to wrap up our presentation, but 563268 is our item number. Enjoy the price break as we move into our final hour of the Coin Collector. But let's give you a look at some of the great values and presentations that are coming your way, including our 20th Century S-Mint Proof Set collection from 1968 to 1999. Here's another price break, this time coming your way at $399.95. And we're certainly inviting you to order early. We will give you a look at 15837